Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Direct to Exec online event. Today we have our A&R challenge. We have 7 artists who all submitted and signed up to get their music reviewed by our record label A&Rs. It's also a competition, so the artists with the top score at the end of the event from our 3 judges will have an opportunity to meet with all 3 record label A&Rs in person in a private one-on-one studio meeting. So let's introduce our judges one at a time, starting off with Polo. He is an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Polo, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Human rights, that's knowledge. Atlantic.
My bad. Polo's an A&R director at Rock Nation. What's going on, Polo? How you doing?
I can't get that, man. Thank you for having me again.
Always, man. As you know, we always got a question for our A&Rs. My question for you today is, how does an A&R how do these independent artists get on a A&R's or on a label's radar?
Work, consistent music, consistently releasing music, content, videos. Yeah, work. We're the word of mouth in the streets, within the industry. When somebody's working, somebody's putting good music. Somebody's gonna tell you about it. Somebody's gonna introduce it to you. Somebody's gonna bring it to your attention, or I'm gonna find it because obviously you're putting out enough content for your name to kind of like stick out. So consistent releases, man. Like people think dropping 2 songs or one project a year is gonna build you a fan base. Nah, not in today's market, not in today's world. Music is oversaturated, so you have to figure out how to poke your head out more, and that's releasing music. Putting out multiple projects throughout the years, multiple singles, multiple videos. So someone who's really working, because we know, those guys that are working, they poke out, their numbers start to grow. The YouTube numbers start to grow, the Spotify numbers start to grow. You'll see, And again, the word of mouth, because whatever city they live in, I'm pretty sure if they're doing their job and they're working and they're becoming hot, it's someone's talking about it in that city, and then it's going to the next city, the next song, and the next song. So it's just about really working to make sure that you stand out more than anybody else.
Absolutely. Well said. Thank you, Polo, for joining us today. Our next judge on today's lineup, he's the A&R at Atlantic Records. You guys know him as Knowledge. Knowledge, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Great, great. Thanks for asking. My question for you today is, um, for these independent artists, how do you suggest that they go the independent route before trying to sign to a label, or do you think, it's good for them to try to reach out to A&Rs and try to get signed from the beginning, or should do you really, go that independent route?
Yeah, I think it's important to go the independent route. I think it's important because one, um, you're at a point where you're just developing usually, right? So you're developing, you're figuring out who your audience is, what your brand is, all of that stuff. You're learning how to perform. You're going through a lot of growing pains in the industry, and I think on the independent level, that's important. You know what I'm saying? I think that in that independent time period when you're doing things on your own, it's a lot of learning lessons that it's a lot of lessons that get learned in that process. So when you do sign to a major label, you have a greater understanding of what the label is supposed to bring to the table versus what you bring to the table. You have an understanding somewhat of just how things work. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry about getting. A lot of times artists that sign right away, they don't really have an understanding of the music business and how things work. So there's that whole learning process. They're expecting to be a star right out the gates and all these other things, and it's like you haven't gone through this process, this development process. You know what I'm saying? So the label has to do it for you, so to speak. Whereas a lot of times, if you go independent route, a lot of the artist development is already done by the time you get to the label because you've went through it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's important. And then also when you're independent, you have a lot of the freedom to just drop whatever you want and do exactly what you want to do the way you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And experiment and just learn a lot about yourself as an artist. So yes, I think it's definitely important to do the independent stuff first, and then also to lastly add, it also usually gives you some sort of leverage when you enter the building as well. You know what I mean? There's some excitement about you because people kind of know who you are because you have some music out, you have some notoriety. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it's definitely better.
Absolutely. Well said, Knowledge. Thank you for joining us today. Our next judge, he's an he's vice president of A&R Motown Capitol Records. He's Sean Barron. Sean, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm all good. How you?
Doing good. Thanks for asking. My question for you today is, the prize for today's event, the top artist will have 3 free direct to execs that they can use to meet with any of the A&Rs we work with. It could be you, it could be with Knowledge, Polo. So my question for you is, for that artist, how do you think they should prepare for that meeting with one of you guys?
I think they should have their best song possible. If you put it out already, maybe your most popular song. And then just come with the correct questions as to how to elevate in your craft and your career.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sean Barron, for joining us today. We're going to kick it off with our first artist on today's lineup. They go by Veli Lava. Doesn't look like we have them here in the Zoom, so we're just going to get right into their song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Feeling trapped up in my town, I need the freedom in my city. Everybody got a mask on, I can't tell if that bitch pretty. I be out here tryna do me, but a lot of shit too iffy. It's just life I'm really living, cause I'm trapped up in my city, living fast. Whole life I'm trapped up in my city. Everybody looking at me like they envy or go kill me. No sympathy, get rich or dying like I'm 50. Do not try to play me silly, turn the lights on to the city, send me blast. I got my mask already with me, I be tryna make a change, but my heart it be too chilly. Down up in the itty gritty to the last, so all my money stuck up in a situation, and I know that time is running for the money. I'm no dummy, give a fucker if you love me or you don't. Selling all my niggas, that shit that I never want. Getting high, you know sweet island, cause my favorite dope. Ducking on my shit before they running through my dough. I'm blowing up my nigga, feeling like I took a float. I'm rolling up, I'm high, but I ain't even feeling stoned. Thinking about my partner, can't believe he took his own. I do this for my family and all my niggas gone. And that's the way my nigga, how this shit supposed to go. You could be yourself, so why you wanna be a clone? Never follow trends, bitch, I only follow codes. I'ma hit the road because you know I'm feeling trapped up in my town. I need the freedom in my city. Everybody got a mask on, I can't tell if that bitch pretty. I be out here tryna do me, but a lot of shit too iffy. It's just life I'm really living, cause I'm trapped up in my city, living fast. Whole life I'm trapped up in my city. Everybody looking at me like they envy or go kill me. No sympathy, get rich or dying like I'm 50. Do not try to play me silly, turn the lights on to the city, send me blast. I'm feeling drippy, blowing sticky, need 100 in my pocket. Yellow bitch, I'm talking milli, ain't no other way about it. Ain't no single dot up in me. Motherfuckers wanna press me, want my send me, it be ready. I be off the fucking chain with your bitch, you taking shots up to the brain. Coppers, they be fucking with us niggas every day. You could stay in line, bitch, or you could play away. You come up out of line, I coast and shoot and fade away. Up on a fucking hater like some gator, bitch, I'm fly. I ain't picking up my phone right now, cause bitch, I'm high. Shoot up to the top until my jet up in the sky. Haters talking down on me and know up in my life. Haters talking down on me and know up in my life. Haters talking down on me and know my life. Haters talking down on me and know up in my life. Haters talking down on me and know I'm feeling trapped up in my town. I need the freedom in my city. Everybody got a mask on, I can't tell if that bitch pretty. I be out here tryna do me, but a lot of shit too iffy. It's just life I'm really living, cause I'm trapped up in my city, living fast. Whole life I'm trapped up in my city. Everybody looking at me like they envy or go kill me. No sympathy, get rich or dying like I'm 50. Do not try to play me silly, turn the lights on to the city, send me blast.
All right, that was Veli Lava with his song. It looks like we did have him here in the Zoom. We're gonna bring him in real quick. Just give me 1 second while you bring him in. And Veli or Sika, can you turn your camera and your mic for us, please?
What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? So, do you go by Sika Sui or Veli Lava?
Yeah, Sikasui. I don't think y'all got the right song. I did email to Tony. It said he said I could change it.
I mean, that's the song that we had on file. So that's the song that we played. But we just got finished listening to your song. Give us a quick rundown on your song. What's it about?
Which one? I didn't get to hear it.
Living Fast.
Oh, Living Fast.
Yeah.
You can't get my other song.
It's already been played. That's the song we already played.
I could change it though.
Yeah, we can't change it right now. Your song's already been played. So
Yeah,
do you want to talk about the song we already played?
Huh?
Do you want to talk about the song we already played?
No. I want to play that song.
Yeah, we already played your song. It already got live streamed, and we just want to ask you a few questions for the A&Rs.
You can't go to YouTube?
We can't play your song again.
I didn't even get a call in.
Alright, so I'll tell you what, we'll get you on another event, but for now, do you want to give us a rundown on your song that we just finished playing?
I'm good.
Alright, that was Sika Sui with his track. Let's see what the judges thought about the song. Let's kick it off to our first judge. He's the VP of A&R Motown Capitol Records. Sean, what did you think about Sika and his song?
I think it was solid. It was right down the middle. It wasn't bad and it wasn't good. His melody, the good part about the song was the melody. The songwriter could have been way better. So it was solid.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sean. Let's move on to our next judge of the lineup. He's an A&R director at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think about Sika and his song?
Yeah, it was cool. Down the middle, like Sean said. Beat was okay. I just felt like the melody that he had was just. I feel like he could have switched it up at some point. I feel like he kept the same melody. So the kind of like the verses and the chorus kind of sounded similar a little bit. But just it's cool. I just feel like I would have switched it up. You know what I mean? Make sure that the chorus stands out a little bit more than the verses, especially if they're kind of in the same, melody in the same pocket. I feel like he could have switched it up a little bit, but it sounded cool. It just, again, the record was just okay. It didn't really move me. There's no part that, besides the melody and the sound, but it was cool. Right? Like, I wasn't mad at it.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Let's kick it off to our next judge, Knowledge. What did you think about Sika Sui and his song?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with both judges. Not to be repetitive, but the song was solid. He has some, he did have a good melody, like Sean mentioned, but like Polo also said, he kind of used it up. You know what I mean? So it did need to have some switches in there, because then you get tired of hearing the same melody. You know what I mean? So, and then lyrically, it could have been better as well. So, he did a good job. You know what I mean? Definitely some talent there, but needs to just get better.
All right, thank you, Knowledge, for your feedback. We're gonna move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Tragically Magic. Just give us 1 second while I bring them into the Zoom. And Tragically Magic, what's going on? How you doing? Can you turn your camera for us? Looks like I have some connection issues here with Tragically. All right, we're just gonna get into Tragically Magic's song. We'll try to bring him in after we play his song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Everybody watching clocks, waiting for days they're older, waiting for days to be bolder. Time's precious, there's so often it's wasted. Nothing colder, harder than time. Yeah. I've been working hard these hours to earn what's mine. I've been watching all these clocks, trying to turn the time. Seem the older I get, the more I lose my mind. The biggest enemy of mine is myself and time. All night and all day, man, I've been saving away just to cut a check, get paid, make some more to throw it away. Now I'm losing my mind, I don't know what to say. Begging to God, please help me find my way before I meet my grave. Help me help them find a way. Help me help them become saved. Help me help them see how great life can really be. Life can really be. When you put passion to your pain and you come to create a legacy that remains long after we fade away. God, please let me stay sane just long enough for me to save the going insane. I've been working all these hours trying to earn what's mine. I've been watching all these clocks trying to turn the times. Seem the older I get, the more I lose my mind. The biggest enemy of mine is myself. The time saying time heals with all the pain I'm enduring. All the rumors real, all the sickness uncuring, all the sayings real. Insanity worsens it, all seems unreal. Time ticking, we grow up so fast. Time ticking that we're in the past. Time ticking, what will last? Cause I'm spending every minute, every day, every moment working toward a future that isn't certain. Never knowing what they'll call the curtain. Always asking, is this my purpose? Never knowing, is this my purpose? All I hear is I'll learn with time. I'll see with time. I'll heal with time. But all they ever do is grieve with time. Don't believe the time, I can't believe my mind. What if I'm left behind? What if things change with time? When my time is up, what will they say of mine? Whether I'm alive or if I die, I'll be the same man to the end of time. Grinding like my life is all the line. I've been working hard these hours to earn what's mine. I've been watching all these clocks, trying to turn the time. Seem the older I get, the more I lose my mind. The biggest enemy of mine is myself and time. I've been working hard these hours to earn what's mine. I've been watching all these clocks, trying to turn the time. Seem the older I get, the more I lose my mind. The biggest enemy of mine is myself and time.
Okay, that was Tragically Magic with his song. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about it. Up first, he's an A&R director at Atlantic. Polo, what did you think about Tragically Magic and his song? Polo must be still checking out the song. So let's kick it off to our next judge, Sean Barry. Sean.
Oh, I was waiting for knowledge to come on.
But we got Polo here. What's up?
It was okay. He had good energy. Just to me, lyrically, needed to grab me a little bit more. I feel like the writing could be better. I think the chorus could be better too. Even the production, I just feel like the production was just okay. And the beat's important, man, because the beat kind of like, you know, is what determines what the flow is going to be or the direction you're going to go. And I feel like this beat wasn't, you know, probably wasn't the best fit for him. And then lyrically, just thought it was just, you know, made him write okay. It wasn't really anything that moved the needle. The song was just okay. I mean, he stuck to structure for sure. That's one good thing. And he came with good energy. And the video was okay, but the song itself didn't really do anything. Just you know, it was regular. It was cool. I think he should find a better production and just, you know, write a little bit better. For sure.
For sure. Thank you, Polo. Let's kick it off to our next judge, Sean Barron. Sean, what did you think about Tragically Magic and his song?
Just in the beginning stages of, you know, finding who he is as an artist. The way he was rapping, I don't think that most listeners would like take that in. It was like just rough on the ears. And then also with everything that Polo said. So I would just tell him to like continue to like practice and hone your craft and get better.
For sure. Thank you, Sean. Let's move on to our last judge, Knowledge. Knowledge, what did you think about Tragically in his song?
Yeah, I agree with the judges again. I thought it felt early. Song was okay. Lyrically, definitely needs to be better, and then the delivery just didn't feel comfortable. Didn't feel all the way confident. So yeah, I mean, I think he's still got a lot of work to do.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Knowledge. Let's move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Holy Bo. Just give me 1 second while I bring him in. And Holy Bo, what's going on? How you doing? Man, Holy Bo. Looks like what's going on? Can you hear us? We can't hear you. Your mic's not muted, but we can't hear you. All right, we're going to go ahead and play Holy Bo's song. We'll try to get his mic issues fixed, and we will bring him back after we play his song.
Stream live TV from 85 plus channels and save up to $500 a year.
Play your role in Holy P, yeah, he might bless you. Whoa, I got steppers, get your reckless, pull your necklace, belly legal weapons, camo when I'm stepping. Whoa, what's the word? What he reppin'? I get extra, got some iron for a nigga that be flexing. Whoa, all that talking, it'll get you be like taking. I just told you I'm the gift, yeah, I'm the present. Whoa, I just came and made 100, I ain't flexing.
And I promise I ain't flexing. 100 shots up in the air, bitch. I promise I ain't testing. Stay solid from the start, so much sin for these blessings. All I asked to play your part, but you couldn't get the check in. Fuck that, now I'm flexing. 100,000 around my neck, this my necklace. They got my name up in they mouth, but ain't gon' check shit. Still on all 10 of niggas, they gon' test it. They ain't gon' test it. Niggas be snitch to the feds with all them questions. Side bitch said she in love, I had to exit. Load my FN on a nigga cause he a FN. Never been caught a broke nigga, I get the checks in. All of my niggas stay solid, you niggas peasants. Never gave me shit, little nigga, so start that bag in. Just let it set in, little nigga like let it set in. I don't like flexing, little nigga, I don't like flexing.
Play your role in Holy P, yeah, he might bless you. Whoa, I got steppers, get your reckless, pull your necklace, belly legal weapons, camo when I'm stepping. Whoa, what's the word? What he reppin'? I get extra, got some iron for a nigga that be flexing. Whoa, all that talking, it'll get you be like taking. I just told you I'm the gift, yeah, I'm the present. Whoa, I just came and made 100, I ain't flexing.
Don't like flexing, all these chains no more. Not no more.
records, pull your niggas, barely legal weapons, came up when I'm stepping. Whoa, what's the word? What he rapping? Nike that you got some a nigga that be flexing. Whoa, all that talking it'll get you be like taking. I just told you I'm the king, yeah, I'm the president. Whoa, I just came and made 100, I ain't flexing.
All right, that was Holy Bo with his song Birds. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they had to say. Up first, he is an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what did you think about Holy Bo and his song?
Yeah, I thought the song was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't great, but I thought he did a good job. It felt good. I thought the hook, had some potential. I liked the video. I like the main artist more than the featured artist for sure. Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was good. It was good. It wasn't bad.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Knowledge. We're gonna move on to our next judge, VP of A&R Motown Capitol Records, Sean. What did you think about Holy Bo and their song?
I thought it was solid. I thought it had some good melodies. I like this production, but still a little bit early. Just continue to practice, continue to get better.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sean. Move on to Polo. Polo, what did you think about Holy Bo and their song?
I agree with my fellow judges. I thought it was solid. Good energy, good melodies. Because of course I'll pick a couple things to fix, but it was all right. I wasn't mad at it, man. The visual was cool. Like Nala said, the main artist definitely did his job. So good job.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. I think we're going to move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Mr. Pium. Trying to bring them into the Zoom. Oh, I have to kick out Polo. Just waiting on Mr. Pune to join us here in the Zoom so we can ask him a few questions. For those of you who just tuned in, this is our A&R challenge. The artist with the top score in today's event will have an opportunity to meet with all three of our judges who are record label A&Rs. Looks like we're having issues with Mr. Pume as well. Bring him into the Zoom, so we're just going to go ahead and get right into the song. We'll try to bring him in after we play their song.
Yeah. Two rollies on my wrist, I'm always on time. My diamonds hitting hard like my baseline. I drop my mask down when it's crunch time. They eat a nigga plate like it's lunchtime. I'm just a real street nigga on the grind. I'm just a real street nigga on the ride. You can see the sex, money, murder in my eyes. Introduce the world to my monster enterprise. We 100 over here, fuck the mother guys. I open up fire, swing them to the other side. Rolls Royce ass niggas committing suicide. When my shooter hit the block, homicide. Put a nigga on house arrest, don't bring your ass outside. Bring your ass outside, pussy, I take your 9 lives. With this Draco, with this strap, I get real live. Cause I want all the money, every damn dime. All I want is money, all I want is money, money. All I want is money, I say all I want is money. Listen, just give me the money, just give me the money, just give me the money. I said just give me the money. Listen, all I want is money, all I want is money, money. All I want is money, I say all I want is money. to them racks. Where's that? I just took a trip with my amigos, bought a cookie pack. 100 stacks in a Gucci pack. That's a lot of sacks. Sack attack, hit 'em with the Mac. Ain't no bucking that, ain't no bucking that. All I want is the money. Big faces, blue stripes, blue honey. I came a long way from sitting on a bleacher. I'm a monster, yeah, I'm running with them creatures. But I come and get you, so the fuck a feature. Internet ass nigga, I delete you. Don't make me turn up on your ass like a speaker. Cause I'm the dope man, nigga, you a tweaker. Run through the money in bison. Beat the block up like Tyson. Big Draco, no license. Fuck whoever don't like it. Getting it in, busting them down, I'm making all the moves. Look at my shoes, look at my swag, baby, don't jewel on my jewels. Boss man coming through, chopping these blocks kung fu. I'm turning 1 to 2, and this ain't magic. This ain't no voodoo. This a jug move. I'm busting jug moves, cause this what juggers do. All I want is money. All I want is money. All I want is money. I said all I want is money. Listen, just give me the money. Just give me the money. Just give me the money. I said just give me the money. Listen, all I want is money. All I want is money. All I want is money. I said all I want is money. Listen, just give me the money. Just give me the money. Just give me the money. I said just give me the money. Point me to the money. Point me to the rack. Where's that? I just took a trip with my amigos, bought a cookie pack. 100 stacks in a Gucci pack. That's a lot of sacks. Sack attack, hit 'em with the Mac. Ain't no bucket.
All right, that was Mr. Pume with his track. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about it. Up first, he's VP of A&R Motown, Capitol Records. Sean, what did you think about Mr. Pume?
I thought his song was solid. I feel like this is probably the best thing we heard today. Solid hook, solid beat, solid verses.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sean. Let's kick it off to our next judge. He's an A&R director at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think about Mr. Pume?
Should be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's solid. I wasn't mad at it. It just had a little nostalgic look to the video, though. I felt like the video could have probably been a little bit more up to date. Just felt a little nostalgic, but I wasn't mad at it. Like Sean said today, it's probably the best record out of so far for today. Good energy, different, yeah. But I would probably switch up the video a little bit more.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Let's move on to Knowledge. Knowledge, what did you think about Mr. Pume and his song?
Yeah. I thought it was probably the best song we've heard today. Like the judges said, solid effort. I thought the record itself felt a little dated. You know what I'm saying? I thought he did a good job though. I like the energy in it. And I just thought lyrically it could have been a little more witty and just a little. I thought lyrically it just could have been better. You know what I'm saying? It felt a little lazy lyrically. But I think overall he did a good job.
All right, thank you, Knowledge. We're going to move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Nim Johnson. Looks like we have him here in the Zoom, so let's try to bring them in. And Nim Johnson, what's going on? Can you turn your camera and your mic for us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I don't know if my camera is on. I guess.
All right, there you go. So what's going on? Where are you from?
I'm from Roanoke, VA.
Okay, that's what's up. We got your song here, Mayhem. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
Mayhem. It's about my dad and my brother passing in May, and just my month of May, basically, in general. it all went down. And I just made a song about it because it's kind of what it was for real.
Okay. Before we get into your song, give us a quick shout out to your social media.
I got music streaming on Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Got some stuff on Facebook. Got IG. Got some stuff on TikTok. So trying to put it out there.
All right, sounds good. We're gonna get right into your song. Just give us 1 second while we load it up.
Thoroughbred. Where should I start? Out of all the deep songs I wrote, this one is deep from the heart. This May has been straight mayhem. It's tried to tear me apart, but now when my family's rocking, I've had to filter my heart. First week of May, I lost my job at Marvin's. I guess smoking weed to them is a big ass problem. They holding my 401, the unemployment has problems. Gotta grind to get my bread, but that's the least of my problems. I link up with Dad, but I ain't tell him that shit. We had an awesome day, I couldn't ruin that shit. We took a ride at breakfast, lunch, and politic like men, not knowing that I would never see my nigga again. 2 days before my birthday, I got a call that changed me. I still hear my siblings' cries, that sound to drive you crazy. I raced over to the house, crazy thoughts in my head. I rushed inside and round the corner, Dad is dead in his bed. I blacked out, I lost my mind, I laid there holding his hand, wondering why God came and took such a wonderful man, my Superman. I swear the funeral was so damn hard. I swear I never held my mother and my sister so hard. After the funeral, middle bro came to me, asked if he could ride with me and our other bro. I said fuck with me. Bro in front of me said we need to take a shot for Dad. That's the best thought now that you could have had. We stopped, grabbed our shit, put out a shot, and then took one. Offer middle bro a shot, he said I'm good, I don't need one. We pulled off, lit a blunt, we talking positive shit. That's why when shit went bad, I'm still puzzled as shit. Bro asked me for a shot, I passed him one and we took him. He said I love you niggas, we love you too for certain. He said 2 Bible verses, then on some crazy ass shit, he grabbed my gun and blew his head off in the back of my whip. I'm swerving, trying to stop, bro hopped out my shit. Low bro slumped in the back, I can't believe this shit. What happened? What made little bro do that shit? Whatever was hurting little bro, he no longer feels that shit. I miss my little bro and truly miss my dad. Dad, you were the best dad a man could ever had. With all the weight put on my back, I'm standing tall cause of you. And I'ma take care of my mom and all my siblings too. Thanks for everything you did, you were a hell of a man. And I'ma hold the family down until I see you again. Dad, John Boy, Superman, all the same. And no, I'm fucking proud to forever carry your name, Johnson.
All right, that was Nim Johnson with his song. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about it. Start off with Polo. Polo, what did you think about Nim Johnson and his song?
I laid there holding his hand.
Polo's still checking it out. Let's move on to Knowledge. Knowledge, what did you think about Nim Johnson and this song?
I mean, I thought the song was decent. I think what I liked most about it was the lyrical content. I felt like he was actually, was actually saying something, talking about something that was real to him. The delivery of it felt very dated though. And it felt like at times it just didn't feel comfortable. Like he was squeezing too many words in certain places, or it just didn't feel smooth at times when it comes to the delivery. So that, I mean, I thought he did a good job of like getting across this sentiment. That's, with the lyrics, but the delivery makes it hard to like enjoy it in today's time. It felt very dated. So I would say kind of just got to freshen up the delivery and approach to it to make it feel fresh, and still be able to, deliver the same message.
All right, thank you, Knowledge. Let's move on to our next judge, Sean Barron. Sean, what did you think about Nim and his track?
I love this is the best message of the day for sure. I loved your message. I love what you was talking about, but totally agree with Knowledge in your delivery of the message. You can have a great message, and if it's delivered the wrong way, the people not gonna receive it how it's supposed to be received. So, just go back and take that into mind and like think about your flows and how you say things, and maybe sometimes taking words out, to make it flow better and fit better. But great message, but get that delivery right.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Sean. Now let's kick it off to Polo. Polo, what did you think about Nim and his song?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with the judges. I think the story he told was real. You can never deny real, you know what I mean? But the delivery was, sounded a little nostalgic. So I would try to get, work on the flow a little bit, feel a little bit more in pocket. But I think that's what it is. I like what he was saying. Everything he said was dope. It's just the delivery of it. Like they said, just sounded a little bit old. But everything else was dope.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. There you have it, Nim. Got some great feedback there from our judges. Make sure to stay tuned to the end to see if you're the top artist winning today's prize. We're going to kick it off to our next artist on the lineup. They go by LA Breezy. Just give me 1 second while I bring them in. And LA Breezy, what's going on? Can you turn your camera on your mic for us? And Breezy, can you hear us? There you go.
Good, what's good?
What's going on, Breezy? Tell us where you're from.
Stillwater, Mississippi.
All right. We got your song here. It's called Make It Happen. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
Make It Happen, man. I was just all over the place saying I'm making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I rap about is what I do, what I've done, or, entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Just it's self-explanatory, though, to be honest, though.
I hear you. So before we get into your track, give us a quick shout out to your social media. Let everyone know where they can find your music.
Man, follow me on Instagram, Breezy from the Trick, BreezyFromTheTrick. Breezy from the Trick, and I'm on Twitter too. Just Apple Music, I'm everywhere. Just LA Breezy. You know what I'm saying? Just go find me, go look me up, check me out. Man. I'm telling you.
All right, sounds good. We're gonna get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
LA. Hey, run that shit up, Chase. I told him, call me Mr. Make It Happen. I'm chopping naps and dropping bowls if I don't make it rapping. I'm back in action, tell them go add money to the fraction. I let the money come to me, now that's law of attraction. I'm never lacking, pistol packing, and I keep me some racket shit. shit up, get hot in summertime. I side with black leather jackets and fuck a budget. I keep luggage everywhere, pistol packing. You won't smoke, ain't scared to match it, or just wait, let me sack it. VVS is in my mouth, I'm on a whole nother bracket. I'm talking carrots, so apparent. Had to talk with a rabbit. She in a feeling, cause I killed it. Put the cat in the casket, and she be popping up. I'm starting to think that little bitch no magic. This a classic, bet they thought this shit was never gonna happen. Bitch, I'm a barber and a rapper, a star in every facet. I'm a veteran, I might teach you a lesson, little maggot. I get them cornbread fed, cause they know I keep the cabin. Come and try that shit with me, since you think I'm just rapping. But I can flow through anything, I'm starting to think I spit acid. I'm the one that's in her guts, if that's the question you asking. She told me she just cut you off the dick as long as a hatchet. I'm with niggas wrecking havoc, they can't stop, it's a habit. Sticks with dicks, attitudes, know the bus when they grab it. Go to the director to cut it, I can tell where you acting. You out of shape, a couch potato, you too scared to get active. I rush the quarterback of glue, cause I can wait to go sack it. She thick as fucking all caps, I told her meet me in Jackson. I love the way she busts it open, but in public she classy. I'm trying to go fuck off her back, pull up and fuck off her lashes. You can see we bout that action, with or without your glasses. Won't catch me beefing about no pussy when I already had it. I'm about to lock it up with lock, we locking in on the fashion. You too far off in my business, what you doing? My taxes won't let them knock me off my axis. See, I'm plucking my ashes. I tell the coach I'm only running paper routes when I practice. I been a star, I'm too galactic, ain't a thing that I'm lacking. They like LA boy, you got it, bitch, I already had it.
All right, that was LA Breezy with his track. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they had to say. Let's kick it off to Knowledge, is an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what do you think about LA Breezy and his song?
Yeah, I thought he did a real good job. It felt really good. I like the energy. I thought, it felt good. The production was dope. The video was dope. I think it was like a dope freestyle type record. I think it needed within him rapping, he needed to switch his cadence a little bit more. I felt like he kind of stuck to the same cadence throughout the whole thing. So it took away from it a little bit. But overall, like I said, I think he did a really good job.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Knowledge. Let's move on to our next judge, Polo. Polo, what did you think about LA Breezy and his track?
I give it Knowledge. I think he did good. Good energy. But, like you said, it sounded like a good freestyle. I was waiting to see if he was going to drop a chorus in it, but it wasn't. It was good, but just not the competition. It's just.
So, yeah. Go to the next one? Yeah.
The next round, I would go with a song that has a hook on it for sure. I don't know how far our freestyle is really going to go. It sounds like a good freestyle, but definitely to continue in this competition in the next couple rounds, you need a song. So I will, focus on that.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Let's kick it off to Sean Barron. Sean, what did you think about LA Breezy and his song?
Yeah, same sentiments as the judges. He did great flow-wise, lyric-wise. I loved all of that. But come with a song next time. Come with that hook and show us you can really make a song.
All right,
he did good, though.
There you have it. Thank you, Sean. All right, got some positive feedback from all three of our judges there, LA Breezy. Make sure to stay tuned to the end to see if you're the top artist for today's event. We're going to move on to our next artist, our last artist on the lineup. They go by Honesty the Animal. It doesn't look like we have them here in the Zoom, so we're just going to get right into their song.
Nacho.
Yeah, when it come to serving beef, I like it cooked to order. When I'm here in other states, I blow that California. When it come to fucking bitch, bitches, I like different colors. When they come to making moves, a boy is cool like water. Splash, cool like water. Splash, cool like water. When they come to making moves, a boy is cool like water. Splash, cool like water. Splash, cool like water. When they come to making moves, a boy is cool like water. Nigga ain't worried about hate. Nigga ain't worried about snakes. Nigga get about my face. Nigga we ain't friends, you Jake. Jake try to play me like wait. Jake try to hit me, no way. Jake try to hit me, I shake. Can't let him take me away. Clocking overtime like payroll. Cheddar on wheat like Quiznos. Got your girl hitting these high notes. Singing like Janae, I go. Going hard dick on stiff mode. Trust me, you don't want it, I'm sick, bro. Nigga, you sweet, you been hoe. When they come to serving beef, I like it cooked to order. When I'm hero of the states, I blow that California. When they come to fucking bitches, I like different colors. When they come to making moves, your boy is cool like water. Splash, cool like water. Splash, cool like water. When they come to making moves, your boy is cool like water. Splash, cool like water. Splash, cool like water. When they come to making moves, your boy is cool like water. Your boy had a strife on the con. Running shit in life like a don. Do anything to get the job done. Call your boy Ray Donovan. Your girl want the meat from the hog. Chasing my stick, she a dog. I'ma put it in her backyard and beat that cat with a log. Man, your boy sick like Parvo. You a house nigga like Harpo. You be gon' tennis cock block, bro. Mad cause you missed your shot, bro. You soft like the center of a ding dong. I'm hard body built like King Kong. Fuck the police like a slave hoe. Don't forget the judge and DA hoe. When they come to serving beef, I like it cooked to order. When I'm hero of the states, I blow that California. When they come to fucking bitches, I like different colors. When they come to making moves, a boy is cool like water. Splash, cool like water. Splash, cool like water. When they come to making moves, a boy is cool like water. Splash, cool like water. Splash, cool like water. When they come to making moves, a boy is cool like water.
Okay, that was Honesty the Animal with his track. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they have to say. Up first, he's an A&R director at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think about Honesty the Animal in this song?
That was cool. He came with good energy, but the record itself was just okay. I feel like the chorus could have been better. Even though, to me, the production was cool. It wasn't really, it didn't really move me like that. And that, obviously, if the beat was okay, that means everything was okay. He had an idea, like, execution of that idea could have been a little bit. I just didn't like the chorus, honestly. And then the beat too, kind of. I wasn't a fan of it. It was cool.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Let's kick it off to Knowledge. Knowledge, what did you think about Honesty in this song?
I thought the record was okay. I thought it had a lot of room for improvement. I mean, I think there was parts in there where you could hear that he has a dope voice. I think he just needs to find it and understand how to properly use it on the record so that it stands out and cuts through. And I think he has some good melodies on the record. I think lyrically it just wasn't up to par. I think he has to challenge himself a little more lyrically on what he's saying and coming up with stuff that sticks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I think the mix could have been better on it as well, just as like vocals. But I think there's some talent there. It just still feels early.
All right, thank you, Knowledge. Looks like we may have lost Sean Barron, but it's all good. I'm sure he was able to score Honesty's video and give him some feedback, written feedback in the in his scores. So we're going to. That was our last artist of the event. So we're going to tally up the scores real quick, and I'll be right back with the winner of today's event. All right. Checked out the scores, and it looks like our top artist for today's event. Just a reminder for everyone: the top artist in today's event, he will be winning an opportunity to meet with all three record label A&Rs that judged the event today, and any of the cities that we go to for our direct to exec events. And the top artist for today's event is LA Breezy. So congratulations, LA Breezy. We're gonna send you an email after the event with all the details on your prizes. Before we end the live stream, just want to give a quick shout out to our judges and a thank you for joining us today. Starting off with Polo, he's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Polo, where can anyone find you on social media?
On Instagram, under POLO underscore the number 2X.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo, for joining us today. And our next judge, he's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, where can anyone find you on social media?
You can find me there at Instagram at God_knowledge.
Thank you, Knowledge, for joining us today. And Sean Barron had to leave the Zoom a little early, but you can find every Sean Barron on Instagram at Sean Barron. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on the live stream today. If anyone wants to sign up for our events, just make sure to go to directtoexec.net, or you can click the link in our bio if you're watching on Instagram. Don't forget to check out the details on our Coast to Coast Music Conference as well. LA Breezy, we're going to have a bunch of direct to exec events in Miami on that weekend. You can use your prizes for those events in Miami. So thank you, everyone, for watching the live stream. We'll see you